It's Chris. A lot of political news today, so you got two videos. So the news I want to talk about is the fact that Ohio Senator J.D. Vance is the pick by Donald Trump to be Vice President of the United States. Now, you probably know that by now, but I want to tell you why it's really, really important. I'm going to give you one reason. This ensures that Trumpism, so I would define that as sort of like national populism, skeptical of international affairs and organizations, isolationisty, Trumpism survives beyond Donald Trump. So Vance is 39 years old. He is 100% an acolyte of Donald Trump and Trumpism more broadly. Elected in 2022 to the Senate, thanks in large part to Donald Trump endorsing him in the Republican primary and then pushing for him in the general election. Now, people know Vance has said a lot of bad things about Trump in 2016 and beyond. He has since repented on that and turned into a full-scale Trump follower and acolyte. So what does this mean going forward? Well, what it means, I think, is that the old Republican Party is now officially dead and buried. So there was some talk, and there, right up until today, there was talk that, well, yeah, Trump might win this time around, but after 2028, the party's going to have a reckoning and, sort of the establishment will strike back and people like Nikki Haley and those folks will once again retake the party. Now, I was always skeptical of that, candidly, but this pick makes me think that that is the longest of long shots now. And here's why. Vance is going to be the front runner to be the presidential nominee in 2028. Because he will, if Trump wins, he will be Trump's vice president. He was 39 years old. He turns 40 in August. He'll be in his early 40s. He will be the face of sort of the next generation of Trumpers, Trump 2.0. If Trump had picked, let's say, Marco Rubio as the VP nominee or Doug Burgum, these are both people who had lives pre-Trump in politics. They were conservative, but they weren't Trumpy per se. Vance's entire life in politics is built around Trump and Trumpism. And that's why he is going to be sort of the torchbearer, the standard bearer, whatever you want to call it, of the next generation of Trump. Donald Trump Jr. said as much, that he was Vance is sort of the next iteration of Trump and can carry Trumpism into the next generation and carry it forward. So to me, the most important thing that this says is Donald Trump made a pick that is designed to keep the movement he has built in control of the Republican Party and the Republican Party's future for the foreseeable future. Because if J.D. Vance is the Republican nominee for president in 2028, or if J.D. Vance is elected president in 2028, then you now have 8 out of the last 12 years of Trumpism effectively running the country. And I think by 2032, if that happens, the idea of a Republican Party that looks like Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan and John McCain and Liz Cheney and Nikki Haley will feel like 2,000 years ago. So I think that's the single most important thing that we can learn from the pick of J.D. Vance, that this is about the long-term future of Trumpism, Trump 2.0, that next generation, and Donald Trump is finally trying to stick an absolute knife in the heart of the old Republican Party. He always hated it. He ran against it in 2016 in the form of Jeb Bush and George W. Bush. And this is him trying to finish the remake he started in the 2016 election, remake the Republican Party, erase what had come before, and remake it in his own image. And that's what J.D. Vance is and represents. All right, everybody take care. As always, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on this video, tell 5 friends. Take care.